Well, I've got to make another video and do News 12's job once again because they're not covering a very important story that happened in the middle of the island in Centereach, because apparently News 12 once again thinks of Centereach and most towns in the middle of the island as the backwoods, that they're not important, and that even if somebody dies in the woods and they find the body, that it's not really a major news story. That's the way it is with News 12, because they only gear to a certain demographic, even when it turns out the victim in this story actually came from Belmore, one of the enclaves. But I guess when somebody goes into the barrens of the middle of the island, I guess that they just disappear off the face of the earth, according to News 12. And because if it happens in the barrens, hey, if a tree falls in there, News 12's philosophy is if a tree falls in the forest, who's going to know about it? So let's talk about this horrible, gruesome story, and we're going to talk about where it happened and what News 12 is covering. So News 12 barely covered this story about this body found. A woman was found murdered, or maybe suicidal. We don't know, but she was found dead in the woods in Centereach. This is Channel 7 they talked about, and I'll show you where this area is. We'll pause it right there. Wireless Road and Hawkins Road. All right, so police say they are hoping an autopsy will provide some answers after a grisly discovery on Long Island. A body was found in a wooded area of Suffolk County Sunday afternoon between Hawkins Road and Nichols Road in Centereach. The wooded area is not near any homes and is surrounded by a high-tension electrical right-of-way, as well as Nichols Road, which is a 55-mile-an-hour roadway. The remains were removed by the medical examiner's office for an autopsy. A physician's assistant from the Office of Suffolk County Medical Examiner identified the victim as 33-year-old Jacqueline DeAndrea of Belmore. So this woman is from Belmore, and News 12 still won't cover it because I guess even if somebody from Belmore goes into the barrens in the middle of the island, well, they might as well have just appeared off the face of this earth, I guess. So this is the other article from The Patch. A woman found in the Centereach woods. Her body was found in a wooded area Sunday afternoon. She was 33 years old. So this is the other article here. This is a picture of her, really sad. This is where it happened. Just very, very sad. There were other things that have been going on in Centereach too. A pedestrian was injured in a hit and run. Well, I think we have another article on that. I don't have to click for that. So, yeah, this is it right here. This also happened in Centereach. A correctional officer was injured in a hit and run crash in Suffolk County. This happened at McCarthy's Pub on Middle Country Road in Centereach. So Centereach is starting to have some issues, and you know, it's like News 12. If we go to News 12's website right now, let's see what is I don't even see it here. They're not even talking about it. This is a major story. Somebody was found dead in the woods, and they don't care. Again, remember when that happened in Mattaville? And I had to do a video about it? Now I got to do another video about it. It's ridiculous. Look, there's nothing here. Where is it? Let's see. Maybe it's under crime. Maybe it's under here. Let's see. No, Barrett. I mean, it's so obvious the demographic they're gearing to. No, there's nothing. I can't find anything on it. Amy Barrett. They cover that live. That they cover, of course. It's so obvious the demographic they gear. Why is this on October 13th? Isaiah. All right, here we go. Here's the story. 7:14 a.m. Let's see. They have very little here. And so it's Hawkins Road or 34 seconds. That's all it gets. They don't send anyone down to the scene, interview people in the community. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. This is a big story, and it only got 35 seconds in the morning. They didn't talk about it at all in the evening. So this is what you're getting with News 12. They only gear to a certain demographic, and they view the middle of the island as just a wasteland. Let's see what News 12 South Shore. Let's see if they talked about the woman that was found dead in the woods at Centereach.
On News 12 for Suffolk County.
They didn't.
This was a super spreader event.
Yeah, COVID-19, of course. What else is new?
Dozens of people who attended a Sweet 16 party test positive for coronavirus. And the town of Huntington employee accused of sexually assaulting a young girl. News 12.
Interesting, they covered that, but they don't cover Centereach. Why not Centereach?
Stiff fine for a catering hall in Miller Place.
And dozens tested positive for COVID-19
Oh,
at the Sweet 16 party there. As News 12 reported Station North High School.
Now, we're not going to play the story because it's just another story about coronavirus trying to make people scared. And that's what they want. They want to kill the economy. For us, not for them, of course.
He says he thought he could operate at 50% capacity.
You're so preppy, Macy.
And was unaware he could only have 50 people.
Actually assaulting a young girl and harassing another, as our Logan.
So that's a local story. They covered that, but that happened in Huntington, but they're still not covering this thing that's happened in Centereach. So let's see what happened here.
Well, tonight, a search for the hit-and-run driver who left a pedestrian seriously injured
Port Jefferson Station.
It happened here on Route 112 near Wilson
See, they spend very little time on it.
8 o'clock Monday night. Police say a man driving a 2015 Mitsubishi sedan hit another man and then sped off. If you have any information about this, you are asked to call Suffolk County Crime Numbers.
You don't send a reporter down, that's it. You don't recover the Centereach. Now back to this. Yep. Oh, they love talking about this. A certain demographic loves this.
Amy Coney Barrett's facing another round of questions
Look at
from
that.
the Senate
Two preppy snobs on the screen.
On day 2 of confirmation hearings. Coney Barrett sidestepped many questions from Democratic committee members, including those on health care and over the peaceful transfer of presidential power.
You know what she represents. Come on, it's so obvious.
Shaky pitch on MLB's opening day back in July.
That's all they talk about. Trump. I mean, it's all geared to a certain demographic.
In July, the president has blasted Fauci, who's a member of his own coronavirus task.
They don't cover local news. They're not covering the crime.
The President of the United States running around sending the exact wrong message. I had COVID, I'm fine.
Oh, and by the way, that information on the stock market down below is wrong.
COVID, everybody will be fine. Sure, everybody gets it.
See, it's wrong. Look at the bottom.
The President of the United States running around sending the
exact go up, it went down.
Message. I had COVID, I'm fine. Everybody can get COVID, everybody will be fine.
But they want to pretend.
Where COVID infections are on the rise.
Vote 2020.
But he told supporters not to
This is not local news. But you're gearing to a certain demographic, and here comes preppy Samantha again. So let's see, maybe they'll talk about it later. Maybe they'll talk about the body in Centereach later.
Toilet paper were hard to find at the height of the pandemic. And now some are stockpiling again in case a second wave hits this winter.
Here we go again. More fear-mongering from News 12. They're causing this by making people scared. And the only reason they're covering this is because, why does it have to do with? Show the sweep. They love this sweep.
New York State of News12.
They show that sweep like 20 times an hour. And here we go, back to the national news again. Oh, I give up. You know they're not going to cover it. So let's talk about where this body was found, because, I mean, this is a relatively populated area. You'll see when we pull up the satellite view here, that you have a lot of homes around here. Here's Eastwood Boulevard, Hawkins Road, and they found the body in this area right here. So we'll draw here. They found her right in this area right here. Yeah, that's the area that they found the body. I'm not exactly sure where, but this is around where it happened. And this is a power line right away. If we look at the area a little closer, you see the power lines here. And there's also some pine barrens over here, of course. That seems to be... Forget about the Sopranos. They're dumping people in the Long Island pine barrens. You know, you saw what happened in Manaville not that long ago. So the Long Island pine barrens, bad enough. Look at the road, too. Look at how the road looks here. So you can tell that this is not... Can we make this disappear, this thing? Nice if it would disappear. There. You can see look at the road here. I mean, this road looks terrible. Look at all the potholes. You can see this is an area that's really completely forgotten. And it's all part of the plan, you know, to ruin the middle of the island. So, you know, they're just trying to ruin the middle of the island over here, and this is an area they're ruining. This used to be, I remember when I was growing up, man, this used to be a very clean, nice area. And now it's just being ruined. So, this is the path into the woods right here. You can see there's a pitch pine right there. This is the path into the woods. and this is where the body was found. And people are saying that there was people living in here, which wouldn't surprise me. That would not surprise me at all. But this is the spot where it happened, right here, right around this area here. Nichols Road is off to your left. Well, I've thought of taking a little hike around here. I mean, there's some, but now I don't know, man. It might not be safe. Who knows if it happened in here or the body was dumped here, but the fact that News 12 barely covered it really does show you the demographic News 12 gears to, and I'm going to continue to call them out as well as this demographic on this channel because, like I said, we are at war with Wall Street. We are at war with these finance professionals. They're looking out for their own kind while treating the middle of the island well. You see what they're treating the middle of the island like right here. And, of course, this does affect the Pine Barrens. There's a beautiful pitch pine right there. So, this does affect the Pine Barrens, and that's also something I've got a big issue with as well because I'm all about the Pine Barrens. And if it's not safe to go to the Pine Barrens, then we have a serious problem. So there's Nichols Road. So this is all part of the plan, though. We've spoken about the plan, and we're going to elaborate again. We see where this happened. And there was also a hit and run at McCarthy's somewhere around on Middle Country Road. So you know the plan. This whole 25 corridor here, and there was a shooting in Coram, too. And I think there was another shooting in Middle Island. So this whole area, Selden, Coram, Centereach, Middle Island, maybe even out to Ridge, they're going to just ruin it. They're just redlining it. Just dumping all the problems here. Just going to redline this whole area here, this whole 25 corridor. Anything from east of the mall is going to be ruined. It's going to be a ghetto. While the South Shore gets to be the enclave, Whoops. I thought I hit a race here. The South Shore gets to be the enclave, this whole enclave. Islip, East Islip, it'll be an enclave for a certain demographic, these lily white finance professionals. Sitting pretty, Islip, East Islip, Great River, Sayville, West Sayville, Blake. This whole area, is just going to be an enclave for the snobs, and the middle of the island is getting ruined, So this continues, and I think it's completely an outrage. And we got to continue to speak up about it because it's ridiculous. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of these people on the South Shore just running everything and controlling everything while the middle of the island just gets forgotten. They think that we're the backwoods or something. That's what we're treated like. We're like some backwoods area. This whole area is just the backwoods. It's not right at all. It's not the backwoods. There are a lot of people that happen to live here. Just because they're not of a certain demographic doesn't make them any less important. Thank you for watching.